Robert, it's been a week since you left the house. When will you come back? Be mature and come back. You're seldom at home anyway. Your daughter will forget your face.
I won't come home yet. I get advice that I shouldn't go home until you apologize to me. I think it's right, so I won't come home until you apologize.
What is this? I have nothing to apologize. Who'd you tell you such wrong advice?
Friend from work. He is a reliable and wonderful person.
I don't think so. It looks like he is trying to ruin someone else's family.
He always gives me great advice. I think he is right this time too. I shouldn't apologize to strangers easily. He taught me that is something that makes you less worthy. When I think about the past, I feel like I've been caring about what you think too much. So, I will change myself from now. I'll become a real man.
Strangers. I'm your wife, and since when do you care about what I think? You've been selfish and you never listen to what I say. You haven't been home for a week too.
That's because you don't apologize to me. I always had to think about what you think while having this marriage life. I had less time for my family. I worked so hard for the family finance, but you never appreciated my effort. So I had no choice but to leave home.
What are you talking about? You have been buying whatever you want with so many excuses. And Robert, do you remember when was the last time you went out with your daughter?
What? Why did you bring this up?
Tell me.
Well, we went to an aquarium. I think I bought a penguin stuffed animal for her.
It was 3 months ago, and the stuffed animal was a polar bear.
What? Well, the view was amazing to remember. So I remembered it well, but we went out after that too. We went to a shopping mall too.
That was more than 6 months ago.
Was it? My memories are blurred because I have been busy lately.
Oh, really? I'll make you remember. You always go out alone when you are off. You told me you go out with a friend. The friend must be very important because the friend is more important than our family. To me, the person is just shady. Because the person is ruining our precious family time.
Stop. You treat my friend with disrespect before you apologize. Don't you think this is rude?
Rude? Of course I don't. You're not home because of this person. You don't even tell me a name. That's shady.
Who cares about the name? You won't see him anyway. Are you blaming me while you're changing the topic? Shame on you. I didn't know my wife was that small person. I'm disappointed.
How could you say that to me? Have you thought about how I've been feeling?
Upset, right? Upset because I wasn't home?
No. Of course you don't understand. When our daughter was born, you were a very kind person to care about your family. But since you met a friend, you became someone else. In a bad way. Became more arrogant and selfish. Where you are, I don't even know.
Well, I'm becoming a better person. It's not that I'm arrogant. It's because you're too strict about what I do. I've definitely become a better person because I'm doing what my friend told me to. He looked happy when I did what he told me to do. I'm sure that I became a more reliable person. It's your fault that I left home this time. It's not my fault.
What have I done then? You left home all of a sudden. I was living a normal life.
Let me tell you then. My day off, 2 weeks ago, I left home because of what you said to me that day. You ruined my plan with your selfishness.
Your plan? Are you talking about when I went to my parents' house?
You know then. That's correct. I had planned to go out with my friend, but you suddenly made your plan and left our daughter to me. I had to cancel my plan because I couldn't leave our daughter. Don't you think it's too unresponsible to leave without a daughter? I think you should rethink yourself before blaming someone else.
What are you talking about? I had been telling you that I was going to help my parents to move. I had asked you to stay with our daughter because no one else could. It's your fault that you didn't listen to me asking.
I don't remember the past, but because I couldn't make it, I almost lose my friend. Fortunately, He forgave me because he is not like you.
Unbelievable. You are worrying about your friend more than your family. I think it could be possible for you to leave our daughter alone and go out. Why don't you get married to him if he is more important?
Maybe I will if you won't apologize, lol.
Okay.
It won't happen because I'm straight, lol. Why don't you apologize, by the way? You can't be that stubborn because you are just a housewife. How are you going to live by yourself? You have no options. You can't live without me.
I think you misunderstood. First of all, I won't apologize. I don't think we can live together if you are this arrogant. You don't have to come back.
What? Are you trying to be okay? You can't hold the life you have right now without me. Or are you claiming child support and living expenses? Then you are trying to steal my money. But I would say no to this because you are the one who wants a divorce.
Is that advice from your friend too? I don't think you're the person who thinks about life after divorce.
What do you know? What if my friend was involved? So what?
You are like a puppet that is controlled by him. If you think you've changed, tell me your opinion.
What? Don't look down on me. I decide everything by myself. I'll go to the court for divorce if you won't apologize to me. You can't go back.
What are you going to do after that?
I have a friend who knows a good lawyer. I will be definitely a divorce which is better for me. So, do you want to apologize to me now?
Whatever. You still need your friends anyway. I'm lucky to have fewer things to do if you file the divorce. Please go ahead. I'll prepare it too.
What? Okay, this is the last chance. I'll forgive you if you apologize now. I'll come home tomorrow. If you promise that you apologize and don't complain what I do.
Hey, I'm fed up with you. How many times did we fight since you're involved with a friend? It's the third time. The first one was when you went out, didn't come home without telling me. The second one was when you went out when our daughter had a high fever. You became arrogant more and more, and you put the friend first over me. I don't think I can be with you anymore, and can't rely on you for our daughter. It's over.
Are you sure? You can't take it back. You won't regret, will you?
If you won't see the friend ever again and won't be arrogant, then apologize to me and my daughter. I'll think about it.
I was the one who suggested a divorce. Why act like you did?
Because I won't regret it. Not like you. Is that all? I'm busy because I have to find a lawyer too. And what are you going to do for the child support?
Are you raising our daughter?
Of course. Are you?
Well, you can do it, but I won't give up all my custody. Can you at least leave me the right to see her?
Okay then. I don't think she comes to see you though. Anyway, be ready for the child support.
Got it. I want my daughter to have a good life. I had a happy life with you, Sophie. Let's go our separate ways from now on.
I don't think you can pretend that you are a good person only at the last moment.
I'll forgive your words because I have a big heart. Goodbye. Sophie! What are you thinking? You didn't tell me there was such a thing.
Of course, because I didn't tell you. But don't you think that's fair? This was officially made by a lawyer. A child support after the divorce. And I need living expenses because I'm not working.
Why do I have to pay? My friend didn't talk about that.
You should have asked a lawyer before your friend. I have a right to get some living expenses because I am a housewife.
He told me I don't need a lawyer because this divorce was supposed to be on my side.
So you thought this is going to be a divorce with agreement?
Divorce with agreement? What do you mean?
You should have known it. You have to panic because you always ask someone else. We should discuss this through our lawyer then.
I don't have a lawyer yet. You were going to do a trial from the beginning, weren't you?
Of course. Because you said no to paying for the living expenses. We both already had different opinions back then which I can't agree on. But you should be fine because you have a friend who can introduce you to a good lawyer. I am hiring a great lawyer too. I don't think I'll lose.
Well,
Where is your great lawyer, by the way?
I said that just because I wanted to scare you. I don't know a good lawyer. So can you wait until I find one?
I don't care. That's your fault that you didn't prepare for it. You're the one who wanted a divorce first. You should have found a lawyer by now. You better find a lawyer or give up and pay. And check all the documents because I'm claiming compensation too.
Compensation? Why do you need compensation?
I think you know the best.
You claim compensation just because I choose my friend over you. That is so unreasonable.
This is not finalized. The trial starts now. Why do you act like you're losing? Where is Robert, who is a real guy?
I am a real guy. But more than that, I know you. I was married to you for a long time. I know you more than anyone that you are generous. You won't go for something that you are not sure that you can win. You are confident because you know you win.
You think. You shouldn't say divorce if you knew about it.
I thought I can win if I do my best. And I had my friend.
This is all because you didn't think it through by yourself. You should at least find a good lawyer then.
Wait! I can't afford what you are claiming for. That's a lot of money. I can't face my friend too. I haven't done such a bad thing that I lose both family and friend, have I? So please, can you make it less money? I can pay for it without a problem if you make it half. You're not happy if my payment got delayed, aren't you? We are divorcing but we were family, so please.
Who put the family less priority and choose the friend? This is happening because you choose a friend over your family. You still have no clue what you have done. And it doesn't matter to me if you can't face your friends or not. Why don't you keep being lonely?
How could... I was working so hard for my family. I put my friendship a top priority because I wanted to brush up on my career. I might make you lonely, but I was thinking about my family this whole time. I was the only one who was making money.
I didn't know you were thinking like that. But it doesn't matter because we're getting a divorce.
So let's not. It's not too late, isn't it? Also, when I think about what I feel, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's too hard to divorce. I promise I will take care of my family more than ever. So can you give me a second chance?
I don't love you anymore.
Is it because I put my friend top priority? I am regretting it and I won't do it again.
I make this clear for you because you are misunderstanding. It's not your friendship that was put as top priority. It's your mistress. I knew when you talk about your friend, it's a girl, and she is your mistress.
What? How do you know that? No way, it's not true. He's really my coworker. And it's definitely a guy. Everyone knows. You must have misunderstood. Maybe you thought it was my mistress when I was with a female coworker.
You don't admit it then, but it's over. I asked a private investigator to check on you. So this is definitely not misunderstood.
Then the investigator made a mistake. Because my friend is a guy.
Really? So maybe I misunderstood. I saw a lot of pictures that you were with the same woman. That was the timing when you left home. I've never seen you with a guy while that period. Where is the friend that you talk about?
Well, you know what? He looks like a woman from behind because he has long hair. Especially because he is skinny.
So you won't admit it. I'll send you a perfect one. A beautiful picture that everyone can say is a woman. Then the court will judge. I hope the court will believe your bad excuses.
All right then. I was having an affair. She's kinder than you and she accepts whatever I say. And she's young and cute.
It sounds like I wasn't.
Right. If you were kinder to me, I wouldn't have cheated on you.
You keep making excuses then. I was weirded out because you never told me the name and saw the person too much. You can't hide your affair because you just keep making excuses.
It's because you don't trust me. It's not my fault. Since when were you asking the private investigator?
Soon after you left home? I thought it was weird, so I was prepared. All right, we don't have nothing left to talk, do we? Please talk via the lawyer from now on. I don't want to talk to a person who lies and makes so many excuses like you.
That's perfect. I don't want to talk to you either. I feel like all of my money was stolen. If I keep talking to someone who is greedy like you, I'm fine with the divorce. I hope you will regret that you dumped me because I will be happy.
It won't happen. Don't worry. Goodbye forever. Since that, I did a trial and things like Robert was having an affair made the reason for the divorce. Everything got settled down as I was hoping for because of the evidence from the investigator. Child support, living expenses, and compensation. He couldn't afford compensation, so he had to owe the money. The friend, who was his mistress, was his co-worker. She kept telling him to divorce, and all the advice she gave to him was for getting us a divorce. But she dumped him right after she found out that he was owing a lot of money. And she got married to another guy in the company a few months later. Then her and Robert argued in the office. They both left the company because it was too awkward after everyone in the office saw the argument. He has 2 part-time jobs now and trying to make money for child support. And I got a full-time job after the divorce got finalized. I asked about any jobs at my previous job, and they hired me again. I was able to get some contracts because I was doing pretty much the same thing before. Now, I make more money than Robert did and having a more wealthy life than before. He was seldom at home anyway, so my daughter doesn't seem to be bothered that he is not home. My daughter and I, we are having a peaceful life together.